We're back. Yes, people, I don't know what that was. I really don't know what that was. I'm feeling in a dumb mood today because I'm kind of gassed. This is a week out until we start pre-season of what will hopefully be my first full season of football for a very long time. Of course, some of you know I like to give a little bit of backstory in my intro of my videos. I grew up at Norwich City, and at the ages around 14 or 15 when I was playing up an age group, sometimes two, I unfortunately suffered my first ACL ligament injury. I'd already signed my scholarship at that point, and after I came back from that injury, I did sign a pro contract at Norwich, but unfortunately was released afterwards, and literally straight away after, I suffered a second ligament injury, had to have more surgery on my opposite knee. My knees are just broke. I've just got no knees. But now, for real, our knees are really strong now. We work every day to keep them strong. And now we're past that, I'm really looking forward to kicking on. And this season, I'm excited to just improve every single day. So this week is a big week. The reason being is because we're gonna fill this week with a full weeks of training. We're gonna be doing speed work with acceleration coaches. We're gonna be doing power work, gym work, football work, conditioning. I get questions every day on Instagram, which by the way, I welcome. If you're not following me on Instagram and you have any questions, follow me up. But this week and this video should hopefully give you a lot of information if you're a baller that you want to take from it, or if you just enjoy the videos, hopefully it'll be just jam-packed and interesting. So we're going to head down to the AstroTurf for the football sesh, and then later on we're going to be doing a gym session. It is a pretty busy day. Let's yeet it. Now when I get all of you bows out, my boots are mash up, boys. New boots pending for the season. Comment below what boots you think I should get. I really like these boots though, but they're just mash up now. But yeah, comment below what boots you're rocking for the new season. Boom, we were just eating scrambled egg and now we are down at the AstroTurf. I am fast as boy, but now for real, the wind is pretty nuts. It's up and down, so if I don't speak too much today, I'm sorry. And if the wind when I do speak is annoying, I apologize, but we are down here. We've got the balls out. We've been doing just some like keepy ups, literally different types of little keepy up games. I'll probably do voiceovers of me doing them, explaining like what I'm doing, just to get some touches on the ball. We then did a little bit of a pre-activation, just warming up the muscles before we go into our warm-up now. Today I plan on doing quite a few things, and it's going to be quite an intense session with a conditioner on the end. Here comes the wind, but less talking, more action. We're going to get through this session and then I'll see you and speak to you in a bit. So let's do it. So I didn't want to show you all of this in the video, but I spent literally like 30 or so minutes just getting touches on the ball. Coming back from my injury, it's so easy to just focus on physically being in good shape, and that is one of my biggest, most important parts of coming back from having so long injured. But also I've missed so much time just simply playing football, getting touches on the ball, so I like to incorporate a ton of football ball work even before I get warmed up, like with no intensity, and then of course we do more intense stuff as the session goes on. And also of course I really like to spend my time warming up so I don't actually have to have any extra days off throughout the week's training. So this drill here is like a dribbling drill. Again, loads of touches on the ball, but it also is a leg killer. I know it's sometimes hard to see for the video, but if you set this drill up with the right spacing, trust me, you'll realize like it's actually a massive blow. One thing I'd also say for any of you ballers out there trying to replicate this drill is my rest periods are literally none. So the only time I have resting is the time that I walk back to the start, and then you go straight away again, no matter how tired or blowing you are, because that's when the real test begins. Having to stay tidy on the ball whilst your legs feel super heavy, and I always love to have a bit of end product at the end, simply because also your legs are really heavy, and when you're in a game your legs will feel heavy, but you'll have to have the composure and I guess the ability to just stay super tidy and be clinical. Another tip I'd give to you all is when you are dribbling around these cones, obviously the start ones use both feet of course, but especially when you get to those ones a bit further away, make sure you do use both of your feet. When your legs get tired, it's really easy to kind kind of like relax into your most comfortable way of dribbling, but try and break out of that. And even when your legs are feeling tired, use both feet, because you'll definitely see lots of improvements there. And I also love that little bit of like the cut at the end, because as a winger or as a forward player or any type of player, having the ability to, when you, I guess, are fatigued, to just have that little bit of sharpness, just to go, yep, beat a player, still stay sharp, even though your legs are feeling it. So this little drill here is another conditioning drill. It's really good to try and stay sharp. I actually found it off 7MLC's YouTube channel, which I'll explain a little bit more later. Our box is a lot larger, and you can see from the video pretty much what you have to do. 4 cones, you'll dribble the ball to one cone, you'll leave it there, you'll run back, forth, dribble to the next cone in a complete square or rectangle shape. I can't lie to you, at this point, I had the worst blisters on my feet. Like generally, if I pushed off really sharply, I could literally feel the skin on my feet. It was horrible, I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely want to do more of these to try and get sharp and also be able to accelerate quickly away from people whilst your legs are feeling very, very heavy. Now we're going to hop into some finishing. I know I've been doing very similar finishing in the last couple of videos. Also, did get comments about where's my left foot finishing. Now I'm not going to lie, I've been training every single day. However, I'm trying to figure out ways to keep the vlogs different, and leading into this training day, I'd done a ton of left footed work, and I was actually feeling it a little bit in some of the muscles around on my left leg pretty much, and I just wanted to give it a rest. I still worked it a ton with the different dribbling, etc., but I didn't want to kind of annoy it by doing a ton of left footed work. Nonetheless, we did our right footed stuff. The intensity isn't like insane here. We like to keep the final bit slightly sharp, but we'd already done a ton of intense stuff. My legs were really feeling it, and I'm just trying to hammer down that technique and the angles of being able to kind of start it far corner and curl it in, which is something I really need to work on. You can see from these clips, like seriously, like some of these aren't that great. I definitely feel like I need to work on my finishing a lot, and you're going to see my finishing and shooting progression here on the channel. So I finished my session with a conditioning drill. However, I couldn't really show you too much about what I was doing. If you want to know good conditioning drills to do, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and just send me a DM, and I will be messaging back every single person that's interested. Right, so people, we have finished the session. Again, apologies for the wind. I don't even know how well you can hear me. I didn't want to waffle in between every single thing we did, so I let it run right the way through. As you saw, we did a ton of dribbling, which was really heavy on the legs. Make sure if you copy these drills and you're doing the dribbling that you keep minimal rest time. You want it to be heavy on your legs. You want to do a set. As you saw, there was quite a lot of change in direction and dribbling cones involved. You walk back in and then you go again, and you keep going, and it's really useful to have that little bit of end product on the end. As you saw, I used the goal, just because obviously in a match you might do a long dribble, but then it's important to be tidy and stay composed with your end product as well. We then moved into like a little conditioning and sharpening drill, which I actually saw off 7MLC, but instead of his one, it was quite a small box. We used quite a big 6-yard box, and as you could probably see, I wasn't the tidiest. My legs felt super heavy, but I could feel that it was really, really beneficial. Then we did some finishing, and then finished with a conditioning drill, which was an absolute blow. Jesus, the trim ski, it's gone already. Oh, my hair's doing a madness. It's really windy outside. I didn't want to speak. I did a lot of voiceovers, as you heard from the video, instead of actually doing like camera work in between, because firstly, I don't want to waffle too much and waste too much time, and secondly, I never know when the wind's just going to be an absolute and I'm gonna go to edit and I'm just speaking looking like an absolute idiot. So in the car now, that was a really good session. Anyway, boys, we're gonna go to the garage and just get a grenade protein shake. The white chocolate ones are actually insane, and then we're gonna head straight to the gym. So the day's moving fast. I'm so glad I got that session done. We're down here again tomorrow doing some work. I think we're gonna link up with Payno. Let's get on with the day. Thank you for being. Drop a like if you haven't already, and let's get after it.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information.
So hopefully you enjoyed that little gym montage. We did a push session today. Our splits are like push, pull, power, and we kind of like to incorporate a ton of different core exercises. If you want to know more information about it, then just subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing a ton more videos. As you can see afterwards, we all at the Tibbs Fitness HQ love a bit of two-touch. Josh and Lewis, the owners of Tibbs Fitness HQ, are actually brothers, and they give each other the worst stitches ever. They go at each other. So when I'm playing, I just kind of have to play my cards right. Them two go at each other, and I just contribute here and there. And because of that, I don't seem to lose too many games, I don't think. But nah, it's always good to play a bit of two-touch, get some touches on the ball, whether it's outside with friends. And it's great that when I come to my gym session, still getting touches on the ball and just having a good time, keeping the vibes good when you're training. Yes, people, we are now back in the apartment. We've showered and Higgsy is in his little chill garms here. What are you saying, boys? We're just chilling, but I'm literally about to set up my live stream. I think it's about 4 p.m. If you don't know, I do stream full time. My link's in the description if you want to come hang out with us. We had a solid day and we've got an exciting week ahead of us. Obviously, you saw today, we got a ton of touches on the ball. For me personally, to get ready for the new season, I want to get fitter, stronger, and I want to keep getting as many technical touches on the ball as possible. So integrating that into my sessions, you saw, even before we started, we did a ton of ball work. And then in our actual drills, ton of dribbling, a ton of touches whilst our body's fatigued, just to get that, I guess, bit game realism where you're working, you have to be tidy on the ball, but also your legs are fatigued and you're blowing. Videos are coming out quickly, but the support, honestly, it means the world. Now, anyone out there that wants to get some more specific advice from me, and I don't think that I know everything, I'll just give you my personal opinion. You want something more specific on what you need to do to prepare for your season or whatever position you're in right now, injured, not injured, whatever, message me on Instagram right there, follow me up, message me. I'm gonna be replying to absolutely everyone. So even if I haven't read your messages before, just send another one. I don't know, I just love sharing my journey, but I also love hearing about yours. So please do. With that being said though, thank you to everyone that's watched this far. It's been a mad day. I'm excited for this week, excited to get back playing, get those match highlights up, the training sessions up. I'm excited. So thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one.